So today I'm going to go over how you can generate a business idea that is viable here in South Africa. That by viable meaning it's going to more than likely work. We use math and data to generate business ideas, and then I'm going to show you how to turn that business idea into a funded startup. So let's get into it. So first, you want to go to the ZAR.site. It's a platform that I designed that is focused on helping anyone in South Africa start a business under 10,000 rand, or which is about 500 US dollars. So you go to the ZAR.site. You can create an account. I already have one, of course, so I'm going to jump right in. So I'm going to use my account to jump in. Let's use this one. If you haven't, create an account. So once I log in, I'm going to see thousands of business ideas that I've already generated by the czar. Business ideas are generated every single day based on what's happening in the country at the moment. So anyone can come in and look at these ideas and see a full-fledged business plan. You can see what the product is about. You can see the opportunity, right? The problem you're trying to solve. It also gives you the finances, target market, as well as the startup costs, as well as unit economics, how much it costs, revenue per unit, cost of goods sold, all of the basic business parts of a business plan, all of the basic elements of a business plan are generated. And again, these ideas are based on specifically South African market data, right? You get a roadmap, you get how to scale. Which team you need to build to make this idea happen. And one of the coolest things, the return, what you problem you're solving and, the goodness you're bringing to the economy here in South Africa. You can then fund this business. Anyone can, right? You can start a campaign or search now. But I'm going to show you how to do those two steps first by creating a business idea based on things that I'm interested in, because I can choose one of these business ideas, or based on, or create an idea that's specific to my desires and goals. So let's do that first. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go back to where the business ideas are and you click on brainstorm. And this is where you begin to incorporate the idea that you want to launch. So I am living here in Johannesburg. I'm going to fill this out with you guys. Let's say I got about 2,000 Rand to spend, which is about at this moment 110 US dollars, maybe. So let's go my goals. I am I'm a Black American immigrant living here in South Africa. Black American immigrant. And let's say I want to do a business helping other Black Americans thrive here in South Africa. Legally. I'm also into technology. I'm a tech guy and I'm a PhD. So I want to educate others in moving abroad. Okay, that's just generally. Then I can scroll down and choose sectors that I want to operate this business in. And there's like 30 plus sectors that you can choose. So I'm going to go with tourism and hospitality, maybe events, entertainment events. It's good to pick cross sectors so that the business can be more niche and therefore more prone to addressing multiple pain points for South Africans. So let's see what we got. Now I'm gonna let the platform take all of that it knows about me and what I'm interested in, and give me three business ideas that I can choose from before I go ahead and select one of those to generate a larger business plan that I can use to, again, go get funding or funded, or to go get funding, or raise funding through a crowdfunding campaign that anybody across the world can contribute to. So we're just gonna let that go through. So we're just gonna still let it go. It takes about a minute or two to do this. So gonna have a sit. Okay, so it's done. So now we have three potential business ideas that may be viable, that is viable here in South Africa. Again, we have a proprietary scoring system that we have devised, that we use math and data and historical data, contemporary data to show which business ideas could potentially be extremely viable here in South Africa. So let's go through them. We have the Black's Pet Grid Proof Mixer. Black American expats drawn to South Africa by the newly operational 2026 digital nomad visa face severe infrastructure shocks. Yeah, they do. So, this is a recurring tech event enabled series that serves as a relocation onboarding experience. Wow, using your 2000 Rand budget to secure a deposit at a verified off grid venue like Park and Honeydew, and you use your PhD background to host a masterclass disguised as a social mixer. Oh, that's cool. We can do that. Hmm. The Dark City Vibe Passport, a low code digital subscription platform bridging tourism and entertainment. For 150 a month, expats get a live updating Vibe Passport that maps verified, fully solar powered entertainment venues, co working spaces, and so basically spaces that are never off the grid. Expats wouldn't know that because they just moved here, right? So, or this idea, which is about a micro consultancy blending legal relocation education with curated cultural tourism. Okay, that's cool. So I think these are great ideas. Again, this is just to give you an example. Let's go with the Black expat grid proof mixer. Now, when we click on this, the AI is going to the platform it uses AI is going to draft a fully fledged business plan, and then I'm going to show you how you can turn that business plan into a crowdfunding campaign to get money to launch it, or to search for funding particular to that business idea, and that you can save and apply to when you're ready. And again, while you wait, it's going to generate a full fledged business plan. So it's going and doing research right now of real time costs, people that the business should reach out to fund a network to get it off the ground, the steps of getting the project off the ground, all of these things that are happening right now. Okay, so now that that's done, you can see that we got our whole business plan now. We can click here and see how we got this score of 91. I'm not going to go through it, but we can see that it gives you it. And this is how we rate whether a business is viable or not. You get points for meeting these requirements, the urgency, how if it's scalable, the economic vacuum, the gap that's available to address the sweat equity. Are we employing South Africans and not relying on external support or importing into the country when we have people that can build the things here? Vernacular trust. Is it believable by South Africans? Is it feel safe from South Africans? Local network effects. Is it going to create jobs? And is it easily going to be talked about amongst South Africans to generate more interest and more support for the business, right? Then it calculates the risk, the regulatory risk. What are the laws? Security risk. Who may, harm the business? Social risk. Do people vibe with it or not? And operational risk. What kind of infrastructure problems may you come up across? And then it gives you a viability score. So this business got 91. That means it's highly viable and ready to be launched. So we'll go again. We'll have all the things. Our startup costs, right, are happening here. So we can see our costs here. Okay, now let's do the fun part. Let's fund this business. We can click on search now, and this is going to go and take this specific business idea and look all over the internet and specifically all over LinkedIn and all over opportunities where people are talking about funding, all corners of the internet that we can access to find viable funding opportunities for specifically for any business idea that's generated on the ZAR. So let's see what opportunities we get for this one. Well, let's try again. Okay, so we got 6 potential matches for our platform, right? This venture is actively investing in prop tech. So a platform for off-grid housing and relocation tech, which is aspects of the grid-proof mixer is what we're happening. Property technology. This one is an accelerator. Awesome, supporting South African startups. This is Google for startups, right? Got an option for that. That's cool. This one is serving underserved Black founders in South Africa, which aligns perfectly with the Black founder and expat community focus of the startup. So you get all of these options that are showing. I can then click save, or I can click apply to contact, and then it's going to take me to that funding. But I'm going to stay in this window. So let's say I want to save these. Okay, great. This is a potentially fundable idea, or an idea that can be funded later on. So now we go back. We can now start a whole campaign. So I'm going to make one. Ignore all my files. That's me, Dr. Ziegler. Again, my location, Johannesburg. I think I spelled it right. And then you can fill anything you want here. Let's go. I'm a cereal entree. Okay. And then you'll see the platform automatically includes the funding costs from the previously generated business plan, but we allow the person to increase his cost because starting a business We don't know. We want a little buffer room, so you're able to have a little buffer and hopefully get the a full amount of this fundraising goal. This is auto populated, but you can change it. I'm going to leave it there. It's fine for me. Then you click on launch the campaign. Wow. Okay. Oh, now it's gonna shit. So now we get the public funding page that you can see the business idea, the generated concept, the problem you're trying to solve, the solution that you have, who it's for, and also the number of jobs that this potential business will create here in South Africa, how the funds will be used, what you're raising money for. This cannot be changed for transparency. Anyone can come here and support your campaign. So that's awesome. And let's say now you want to go back to your dashboard, right? You'll be able to see all your campaigns here nicely. I've already made quite a few on this account, so ignore it. But this is the most recent one, right? So you have the campaign right here. So yeah, that is how anyone can create a viable business opportunity, business plan, and launch a business here in South Africa and create jobs.